Agatha and the Curse of Ishtar. It's not overwhelming, out of the ordinary, but I venture to say it's a good to very good film. I have to think about it, but I'm guessing it will be something like 81, 82 out of 100 in my book. So we are told at the beginning that Agatha Christie is the protagonist of this motion picture. Well, it's in the title somehow, but it is speculation about what might happen in the Middle East. She meets a much younger man, and we're also told at the end, which I will not reveal, that the estate, I'm not sure if it's Agatha Christie Inc., the estate of Agatha Christie didn't endorse or approve of this movie, which is speculation. It's not based on one of our stories, although we have some quite amusing segments, scenes in what is otherwise a crime story. A few murders take place actually. When she is meeting her publishers, two in the first place, then there's just one because one was the partners dismissed him. He had some views which were not have not moved with the times or something. I forgot the explanation. Correct explanation, I guess. So she's trying to write a romance, but they're keen on the very popular stories with a fat detective Hercule Poirot. So she has to sort of negotiate and impose her point of view, which is she would do research. She would do what they want. I mean, continue with a Poirot narrative novel, but she's also I don't know if pushing is the right word, but she's also very keen on trying romance, and there will be some discussions, some ironies, some on her behalf. Speaking of the bottom line, at one point she understands that these are what the public wants, and her name is associated with that, and the publishers are a bit worried that this might compromise somehow the very successful image that they have. Indeed, Agatha Christie broke so many records. I think a play, an adaptation of one of her detective stories was the one with the most longest series of performances or something like that. Then there was a question of how many copies, how many translations. Or she rivaled the Bible with the success of her work, and so she is in the Middle East, in Iraq, where some British people, a representative of the government, Britain, archaeologists, an American, are there interested in the ancient art. And the excavations are sort of a priority at the moment, even if oil as we now know, is so important. Well, maybe on the way out with new technologies, with solar, wind, and other energy sources. Hopefully, inshallah. But it's back then. It's at the moment of transition. That is, oil might become a very interesting investment resource. And eventually a reason to fight, to squabble, to get involved in conflict. And people, one by one, and then there were none. This is not based on that, of course. One of the successful Agatha Christie novels, which is on the list of 1,000 novels everyone must read, which you find on the internet. But they start dropping dead. First, there is a monkey. It has found poison, it seems, strychnine. And then there's a man and others. And Agatha Christie is trying to solve the mystery. And maybe, probably, given who she is, she will. So, not phenomenal, but a good film.